Good morning, everybody. It's Big T on the AT-26, day 58. And I'm back here where I got off yesterday at Rockfish Gap. And I'm about to cross over this I-64 interstate right there. And I'm headed up into the Shenandoahs today. Gonna do about 20 and a half miles today. And get to a hut in the Shenandoahs. I got my permit this morning. You can go online and get your permit now. In 23, I think all we had to do was fill it out when we went into the park. But I think you do it online. You got a digital copy of it. They email you, and that's what I've got. Cost $15, I believe, something like that. It's chilly this morning. Sun's up. The last 2 days I've stayed at the Bowman house, which I've mentioned, and I've had it's a bed and breakfast with a hiker haven upstairs in the attic in the loft. And Jan fixed breakfast both mornings and picked me up yesterday here as part of your fee. He'll pick you up here and drop you back off here for free. Part of your fee for staying there. Good breakfast, very good fuel. See another blaze. I did see one back there. I know I got to cross this interstate though, so I don't remember where the trail goes. It's a little chilly. Wind's blowing. I don't think that's going to last long. It's supposed to be in the 90s this week. Whew. I'm not looking forward to that. All right, let me get going here and I'll give you some more as I go. Can you see over there the town, this Waynesboro? Lots of town to see. Waynesboro. McCormick Gap. That'd be nice. Oh, I'm glad I don't have to climb that thing. I almost climbed it. This is Skyline Drive again. I'll be seeing it many times over the next 5 or 6 days. Blue Beach Parkway until I got to back there yesterday at Waynesboro. Okay, I'm officially in the park now, Shenandoah National Park. Rolling on. Last time I hiked this, I went through in 5 days. I don't think I'm gonna go through as fast this time. We will see. They're watching me. I think this was a good viewpoint at some point in time. I think the trees have grown up now. This is Beagle Gap. I noticed I got porta johns down here. If you're hiking behind me, that's a good sign. You need a porta john. I got 3 of them there. I'm passing lots of hikers, day hikers, 2 section hikers. Hadn't seen any through today. I got out I was probably hiking by 7:20 this morning. I don't know if they're behind me. There's a group of 6 I know coming today. I don't know if they're behind me or in front of me. If they're in front of me, I probably won't see them. All of them are faster than me. But I usually get started mostly before everybody. The old man disease, I got it. Beagle Gap. Well, this morning I finally got to join in with my life group at home. They were going strong in Colossians 2, and then boom, they got cut off. So I'm hate to call back because it's the teacher's phone, and I don't want to disturb him. Call back, so I'm just gonna go back to hiking. Good lesson on Colossians 2, deep stuff. All right, I'm over on the west side of Skyline Drive now. Crossed over it and made a couple of climbs. There's a campsite. And I like to get my 10 by noon. And I got 10.9 right now, and it's 12:02. So that's good, and that's without a real early start. So I'm happy. My Kroger purchase last night at Waynesboro. I got a sandwich. I got chips and I got cookies, all from Kroger. To brack out today. It's good, very good. What's going on with the Postal Service? I know there's probably some people listening that are either retired or has worked for the Postal Service, but I didn't get my box again. I had it sent to the Bowman house in Waynesboro, knowing that I had plenty of time to get there. It was supposed to have been there on the 5th day, 5 days to get the box there. And the 5 days was the day before that was 2 days ago. And then it was to come on the tracking, it was going to come yesterday. And it was out for delivery yesterday morning while I was hiking. And then later in the day, the tracking said it delivered, and it delivered to a totally different town. Not even Waynesboro. Is the little town where Rockfish Gap is. I don't understand. And you follow the tracking, and it goes all over the place, never going the straight route to where it needs to go. And sometimes it'll sit in one place for a day or two. It's crazy. I don't understand. So that means last night I was scurrying around in Kroger about 4/10 of a mile walk, trying to resupply, trying to figure out, okay, what am I going to do now? And some things that I asked for that are coming in my box, I won't even get, can't buy. The best thing is my wife is coming at the end of the Shenandoah, so I know that I can get some stuff, more resupply there. And I don't know, I just need to send it UPS or either FedEx instead of the Postal Service from now on. I don't know what else to do. It's frustrating, very frustrating. I'm gonna say just a little bit more and that's gonna be it about it. So I tried to, this time, I'm trying to stay as light as possible. So I tried to really plan out ahead of time where my resupplies were going to be and how much I was going to need and keep it to a minimum so I won't be carrying a lot of food weight. And just last time I would carry food for a week, and I still get into towns and still get restaurants and things like that, and I just kept carrying the same food long periods of time, and it was wasted weight. And I wasted, I didn't need to be carrying that. So I was trying to do a little better job of planning. If I knew I was going to be getting into a town, then limit the carry into town. So, but if I don't get my food, then it changes the whole plan. So I have to figure out something else. Which a lot of hikers, they like the idea of winging it, and figuring it out as they go, and that's fine. But that's not the way I am. I'm a planner. I like to know where I'm gonna be and at least a little bit in advance. And some of it's fun to do that, and I know they enjoy that, and that's them. But then when they need something, clothes or something else from home, then they get the box sent then, and then they get the box. But they don't plan their food. They get their food from Dollar General and places like that. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore. I'm just a little frustrated now, and I'm gonna forget about it and just keep on going. Well, I just got a message from my wife. We've been praying for Jack, and he's headed home. The paramedics are there to take him home. This is not a good thing. He's going home with hospice care, and he will not be getting a feeding tube, and he cannot swallow. Very sad, very sad. Rock Gap. Light it up a little bit. Okay, I got decision time. That goes to Black Rock Hut. Black Rock Hut and Spring. It's 0.2 down there. Or I can, let's see what time it is. It is 4:30. I've gone right at 5,000 up elevation today from Rockfish Gap. I think I'm gonna go on 2 more miles now. This is the gamble, the water. There is no water in the Shenandoahs. It is tough to find water. My last water source was back at 11 and a half miles ago. But I read on Far Out that there's a spring just off the trail, a creek, and some campsites about 2 miles further, a little less than 2 miles. And I only got about a half mile left of this climb, and then it's all downhill to it. And it gives me a little bit further, and I figure the hut is going to be crowded tonight. However, I hadn't seen anybody I hadn't seen any thru hikers all day. And I hadn't seen any section hikers since this morning early. So I don't know where everybody is. I'm pretty sure that group I've been around is coming this way. Black Rock Summit is what this is. I see people up there too. That's been a long day. I'm doing some rock scrambling up there. They were all scrambling up there a minute ago. And on the other side. All right, this is my first boo-boo. Pretty good one this time. So I'm up to about 23 miles, 22 something. And I was trying to get a little more mileage, as I told you, get a little further down the trail. And I had read on far out in the comments that there was some water just off the trail at Jones Run trailhead. So I went down and there wasn't any water. So I texted the guy that's on far out to come pick me up. So I'm getting off trail, headed into Harrisonburg. I'm going to tell him what this is going to cost me. But I had planned to be in Harrisonburg anyway tomorrow. I planned to camp tonight, and I really planned to camp at that hut back there, but thought I could get a few more miles. Not real smart, but thank goodness I have signal and I have resources. Oh, there's no water. There's a campground coming up. There's no water there. They closed all the spigots. So I decided, and I am just about shot, so I am going to get up here a little ways and wait on this guy to come pick me up. I'm walking right along Skyline Drive. It's not very hard to get picked up. And then come back in the morning and do it all over again. Oh, grief. 23.6 miles. All these guys, I heard them coming through. 23.6 miles a day. They've been racing. I heard them racing earlier. This is my total distance today. I'm at Beagle Gap. And I'm getting picked up here, going to Harrisonburg. My feet are shot. And then I did another half mile looking for water off trail that I thought was 0.2 off trail from where I wanted to camp, but it didn't happen. So I was glad I had signal, and I got Wayne coming to get me. I got to sit down. Oh. This may get interesting here. There's 5 vehicles just pulled all in here.